Hey guys, today I'm going to be filming my July empties video. I meant to film this before I moved because I didn't want to take a bag of trash with me, but then I didn't get it done, and so I ended up moving a bag of trash with me to my new place, so I'm that kind of crazy. Yep. I tried to film this video yesterday and the lighting was just so bad and off that I had to refilm it today. I hated the quality that it came out as. So I'm going to try this again. I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. The first item that I'm going to share is not necessarily like an empty, but it is kind of a fashion product, so I figured I'd share it with you guys. I have a pair of white low top Converse that I absolutely loved. I've had these for probably about 5 or 6 years at this point. I really enjoyed these shoes. They're really comfortable. They're not good winter shoes, in case you were wondering, but I really like wearing these shoes, and I've worn them to death. They are dirty and broken down. There's lots of rips and tears in them, and they're starting to smell a little weird because, you know, they're shoes. So it's time for them to go. I probably have 5 or 6 other pairs of Converse in different colors that I really like. I think I'll go back and buy the white ones at some point because you can wear them with pretty much anything, and they're good summer shoes. I won't buy them right away or anything because I don't wear Converse that much when it's not summertime, but they're great shoes and I would recommend them if you don't have a pair. So for actual empties, I think I'm going to start with some makeup products, and the first things that I have are 2 lip products. The first thing is the Pur-lisse Pure Lip Daily Lip Nourisher. This is a lip balm gloss type thing that I got in an Ipsy bag or a Birchbox, one of the two. I really liked this. I thought it was really nice to wear on the lips. It helped nourish and smooth them. It wasn't too gloopy or sticky, and it lasted for a really long time. I would definitely repurchase this if I found somewhere that I could easily buy it. I know that they send things like this out a lot in the Ipsy and Birch boxes, but I don't know where to easily access this that's not online. Do they sell this in any stores? I don't know, but I liked it. I also have the Sugar Fresh Rosé Lip Balm. This one I got as a birthday gift from Sephora a couple years ago. It's one that's like the rose color. I wasn't a big fan of the color of this actually. I thought it looked kind of weird on me. I only really use this at night and in the mornings before I put on my makeup to soften my lips. It did fine for that, but honestly the fresh lip balms I think are way too expensive for what they are. I'm not willing to pay $20 for a glorified lip balm. Just not gonna do it. I also have 2 priming products. The first thing is the YBF Perfect Prep Face Primer. This I got in a set of the YBF stuff that I got from my mom for Christmas. It was a decent face primer. I wasn't super impressed with it. I mean, I don't know that it made a huge difference in making my makeup stay on or smoothing my pores all that much. It was okay. I probably wouldn't repurchase this one because there are other ones I liked better. I also have a Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and this one was a little mini sample that I got in a palette that I got from Too Faced. I like this primer a lot, and this little tiny sample lasted a really long time. I think it did a great job of making my shadows stay on, and I would definitely repurchase it once I get through some of my other primers. I have sample products of 2 different foundations. So the first one I have are the samples of the Becca Radiant Skin Satin Finish Foundation. This one came in a bunch of colors, and the one that actually matched me, I only got 1 use out of. They're in these little like foil packet type things, and I opened it up to use one, and by the time I went to use it again, because there was enough in there for 2 samples, it was dried out. But even when I did use it, it didn't stay on my face all that well. I have oilier skin, and it was gliding and slipping off within the first probably 4 hours, and so I just figured I would get rid of all of them since the color that matched me was already dried out. But I definitely wouldn't purchase a full size of this. I don't feel like it would stay on my face all that well. The other sample that I have is the Jouer Luminizing Moisture Tint, and mine was in Golden. This I got in a Birchbox or an MC box as well, and I just rediscovered it when I was decluttering. I actually really liked this. I'm wearing it today. This is like my last usage of it. It did a nice job of evening out skin tone without being too full coverage, but it still gave some decent coverage. I didn't find that it slid off my face too quickly, even though it's the luminizing kind. I would be tempted to try out their matte moisture tint because I know that they have that formula as well that's more formulated for oily skin. But yeah, I liked it a lot more than I thought that I would. It's also got SPF 20 in it, which is pretty great. Yeah, I really liked it, so I think I'm going to look into the matte moisture tint at some point when I get through more of my foundations. Next, I'm going to move on to my facial skincare products. So the first couple things that I have are Proactive products. You've seen these in pretty much all my videos if you've watched those before. If you haven't, I'll link a playlist in the down bar and in an annotation here. But I have the Proactive Extra Strength Formula Toner and the Proactive Extra Strength Treatment. The toner I'm not super impressed by. I have a bunch of them in my face bin basically because I used to get the full kit that had the wash, the toner, and the lotion, and now I don't get the toner anymore. I'm not super impressed by it. There's other toners I like better, so I'm just trying to get through and use them up. The lotion I really like. So this is the treatment. This is the thing that actually does the solving for acne and things like that. I use this every night, and I think it's important in my skincare because otherwise my skin freaks out. And I know it's because of the benzoyl peroxide, and that's not great for my face, but I haven't found anything that works well enough for me to stop using this yet, so this is great. I will continue to repurchase. I have a bunch of them in stock in my little face kit thing. I have two products from Biore. I have the Biore Self-Heating 1-Minute Mask with Natural Charcoal. This one I really like. It's a really fast mask if you want to do it quickly at night. It activates and warms when you wet it, and so you rub it on your face. It does get really warm though, so if you have sensitive skin, you might not react the best to it because it almost gets warm to the point of hurting, but not quite. But I really like this. The only problem with these are they're kind of expensive for only having 4 pods in them. But I would definitely repurchase them because I really like them. I do have a demonstration of this in my nightly skincare routine that I did in like March, so I will link that here and in the down bar if you want to see how it works, but I really like these. I also had the Biore 24 Combo Deep Cleansing Pore Strips, so these come with the ones that come for your nose and for your forehead or your chin. I really like these. I use these a couple times a week and I continue to repurchase them. They do a great job of drawing out blackheads. I always like to look at them when I get them off because it's always interesting to see how much dirt and stuff they pull off. I would suggest using these after you do a face mask though, something like the Queen Helene Mint Julep mask or something like that, because otherwise it doesn't work quite as well. It still works fine, but it works a lot better if you do it after you do a deep cleansing mask like that. I have a sample of the Glam Glow Youth Mud Tingle Exfoliate Treatment Mask. This one I do not like nearly as much as the other Glam Glow mask that I've used in the past. I can't remember what that one's called, but this one was okay. It was super exfoliating, but it made a mess on my sink because I feel like the particles in this one were a lot bigger. I wouldn't purchase a full size of this one. I would definitely purchase a full size of the other one. I can't remember the name. I'll leave it in an annotation, but this one I wasn't impressed with. I have a package of the Up and Up Cleansing Towelettes. These are makeup removing wipes. I don't use these every night, but I use them a couple times a week. They're great if you store them down, so this is the cover for it. If you store them this way, they're moist enough. If you store them on their back, sometimes the top claws aren't moist enough. But these do a nice job of getting most of my makeup off of my face, and then I always go in with another cleanser. I do have to use an eye makeup remover with that though because it doesn't take off like mascara or eyeliner all that well. The last facial skincare product that I have is the Mario Badescu Ceramide Herbal Eye Cream. This came with a drying lotion when I bought it at Ulta. This little foil packet lasted me for about 2 weeks, I think, using it day and night. It was awesome. It lasted so long. I actually really liked it. I thought it made my makeup go on smoother after I used it because my lines were a little bit smoother. I usually don't notice a huge difference in eye creams, but this might be one that I would consider purchasing after I go through some of the ones that I have. I recently did a video on how to get a bunch of Mario Badescu samples for free. If you're interested in trying out some Mario Badescu samples, definitely take a look at that because I got a ton of free samples from them and it was awesome. So I will link that video here and in the down bar if you're interested. Next, I'm going to move on to hair care products. So first thing that I have is a shampoo. This is the Carol's Daughter Monoi Repairing Sulfate-Free Shampoo. This one I liked. It was pretty good. My boyfriend thought that it dried out his hair a little bit, but I really liked it. It's supposed to be better for your hair. It's supposed to help with damage and things like that. And because it's sulfate-free, it's better on color-treated hair. This one isn't my favorite though. I probably wouldn't repurchase this one. I would definitely go for the Carol's Daughter chocolate ones that I have. I've mentioned them a couple times before. I really love those. This one's just not my absolute favorite, so it was okay. I also have the Dove Hair Therapy Damage Solutions Intensive Repair Conditioner. I love the Dove shampoo and conditioners. They do a great job on my hair. They always make my hair feel a lot smoother and softer, especially this intensive repair line. So I would always go back and repurchase these. These are my favorite, even above a lot of high-end shampoos and conditioners. I have a Macadamia Natural Oil Deep Repair Mask. This stuff is awesome. I went through this one a lot faster than I went through my last one. I went through this one probably in 3 months or so. I went to the salon and had my hair lightened and highlighted for a while, and my hair was really damaged from that, so I was using this more often to try to counteract that, which it did help. I love the smell of this stuff, and I will recommend, if you buy this, price match it to the Target website price because it's only like $17 there, and regularly in stores it's usually like $32 or something like that, so definitely check, get it price matched, look for cheaper than it is, because I wouldn't pay $30 for it probably, but it's definitely worth $17. I have a dry shampoo. This is the Dove Hair Therapy Refresh Plus Care Invigorating Dry Shampoo. This one's not my favorite. It was okay. It did a decent job at absorbing oil, but I definitely like other ones better. The Batiste one that has the darker color in it is definitely a lot better, and I would always repurchase that one over this one. This one's cheaper, but I don't really like it now that I've tried the Batiste one. Last hair care product that I have is the Herbal Essences Color Me Vibrant Hair Dye in 66 Chocolate Velvet. This one I dyed recently, so if you've noticed that my hair is looking darker, that's because of this one. It is a lot darker than my last hair colors were. I really like this stuff. It stays in a lot better than some of the other hair colors that I've used recently. Some of the ones that I've had recently faded really fast, but this one I've had for about 2 weeks now and it's still staying pretty true to color. So this one is great, and I go back and forth between this one and another one quite often. So I would recommend this one if you're looking to dye your hair darker. Just kidding, I have one more hair care product because I didn't see it hidden under a bag. This is the generic smoothing serum, and it compares to the Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum. This I mentioned in my favorites I think maybe last month. This stuff is awesome. I bought it at Sally's Beauty Supply. It's only like $9 compared to the $25 or something like that that the Paul Mitchell stuff is. It helps my hair dry a lot faster. I think my hair is a lot smoother when I use this. It's awesome, and this little bottle here lasted for like a year, I think. So I'm definitely going to go back and repurchase this because I love this stuff. It's awesome. Next up I have body skincare product type things. So the first up that I've had in pretty much every Empties video I think is Bio Oil. This is the big container of it. I have been using this for about 7 months now, and I have noticed a difference. I use this on my stretch marks on like my knees and my thighs that I have from when I grew, and my skin just kind of stretched when I grew. And I do think it helped kind of diminish the look of the stretch marks. The last couple months I haven't really noticed much of a difference. I don't think that my stretch marks are going to disappear any more than they already have. So I have one more bottle in my bathroom right now that I've been using morning and night, and I think I might stop purchasing it after that because I don't see a difference anymore. But I did like it. It did reduce the look initially. I have 2 shaving creams. The first one that I have is the Pure Silk Rich and Luxurious Shave Cream in Raspberry Mist. This I got in my Val Vox box from Influencer for free. This one I wasn't the hugest fan of. I know it's a lot cheaper than some other shave creams, but it smelled kind of like cheap wine to me, which I didn't really enjoy all that much. And this one, if it got touched by water even the slightest, it would disintegrate and just like disappear off your legs. So this one wasn't my favorite. I definitely wouldn't repurchase it because there are other ones that I think do a better job. The other one that I have is the Gillette Satin Care with a touch of Olay Sensitive Shave Gel. This one was decent. It stayed on a lot better than the Pure Silk one did if it got touched by water, but I'm not super impressed by shave gel, and honestly I was using conditioner before I got these two, and I think it works just as well, and it's a lot cheaper and you get a lot more product. So I think I'm going to go back to that instead of buying shave gels since I'm done with those, and I think it does as good of a job. I have 2 little glass jar lotions. So these I have been using up. I've had one in most of my Empties videos, I think. My mom gave me a bunch of these and I've been working on leaving them on my coffee table and using them when I think about it. So I have the Pur-lisse Body Honey Meal, which is supposed to be an anti-age body balm, and I have the Pur-lisse Lavender. I don't know. Neither of these I'm super wowed by. They're decent lotions. They do moisturize my hands, but I always found that they were a bit oily and greasy, and it wouldn't be easy to do things with my hands right away. After I've used them, I had to wait for the lotion to sink in for a while. So I think these are the last 2 glass containers of these that I have, which is good. There's other creams that I really like that I would prefer to use because these weren't my favorite. My last body product is a Julep Pomegranate Body Scrub. This was a body scrub that I got in my Julep Maven box when I subscribed a long time ago. I don't think that they have these anymore, and this actually was probably on the verge of expiring, if not expired. But I had it sit in my shower for like probably 7 months, 8 months, because I didn't like it all that much. I'm just not a big fan of body scrubs. I don't think that they're super convenient to wash your body with. And I also don't like the residue that they leave behind, because I know it's supposed to be super moisturizing, but I just don't like the feel that they leave behind. So I don't know. I haven't found any body scrubs that I really want. If you guys have any really good suggestions for body scrubs, let me know that in the comments below, because I'd be curious to see if there was one that I would actually really like. Alright, last up I have 3 products that don't really fit in any particular category, so I kind of leave them out and put them in a separate random category. The first thing that I have is the Listerine Healthy White Anti-Cavity Mouth Rinse in Vibrant. This stuff I absolutely love. I've had it in an Empties video before, but I do think it makes a difference in making my teeth seem whiter. I use it morning and night, and I do notice a difference in my teeth. I have one of these in my bathroom right now that I'm working on, and one as a backup because I bought 3 of them when they were on sale at Target. I think they do a great job. I will continue to repurchase them once I get done with them because I really like it. I have a hand soap here. This is the Caldrea Rosewater Driftwood hand soap. I got this in a Pop Sugar must-have box, and I absolutely love this stuff. It smelled awesome. It did dry my hands out just a little bit, but it was totally worth it for the smell. I would do some searching and repurchase this one. If I was able to buy it in stores, I would probably be more likely to purchase it, but I might do some looking online because I love the scent that much. Last thing that I have for my empties this month is the Dove Clear Tone deodorant. This one's supposed to be a skin renew one. This is the deodorant that I've been using for probably a couple of years now. I really, really like it. I don't know that it makes a huge difference in the tone of my armpits or whatever, but it did a good job as an antiperspirant and a deodorant. I bought a different Dove one because I didn't realize what I was picking up when I did, and I don't think it does as good of a job as an antiperspirant. I think this one does a better job than that one did. I can't remember what that one is. I think I mentioned it in one of my decluttering videos, so if you're interested, you can find that. But this one I really, really like. I would definitely go back and repurchase it when I get through my other deodorants because I like this one a lot. Alright, so that is it for my empties video, so I hope you guys enjoyed. These are some of my favorite videos to film and some of my favorite videos to watch. I get a weird sense of satisfaction when I finish up products. It just makes me feel really good inside. I don't know, maybe I'm just weird like that. But I also like to see people's opinions when they finish up an entire product. So if you guys have any empties videos that you've filmed, leave those in the comments below. I'd love to go check those out and watch them because empties videos are awesome in my opinion. They're some of my favorites. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.